Welcome back to Wood Acres. Today we're going to be working on Dabbles' dividing door. We have as nice a day as we can ask for. It's sunny and it's a high of 33 degrees. Yesterday was much colder with some snow flurries. It was pretty windy, so the birds didn't even want to be outside. Hump pop. At least today they're sitting on the hill. They might even want to come out and forage today. Hump pup, you hunting? You protect the garden from those moles, buddy. Good boy. There is still some ice around the waterfalls. I thought we were going to freeze up a lot more this week, but today is actually warming up enough to start melting the ice. But it's always fun to watch the ice form on the waterfalls. Dabbles! Mumbles! What's going on, birds? Staying quiet because a plane's going over. All right. Yeah, you don't want to be spotted by the enemy. What are you doing over there, girl? You're not by yourself, are you? Is this the same jumbo sitting by itself? Hope nothing's wrong with you. It still is freezing cold out here, so all the water is frozen that the ducks aren't playing in. I don't know if they want to come outside or not. This wind is picking up. What's going on, chickens? You guys coming outside? Getting some vitamin D? Good. Mumbles. Yeah, they only have one pole open right now. This one's frozen solid and the other one broke this morning. And we had a blowout in the big pole this morning too. And Dabbles has one dirty pole here. The other one's frozen solid. Birds, what's going on? Why is it so cold out here? How's your feathers doing? All those feathers keeping you warm? You guys want to do some walking? Maybe get some blood flowing? What do you think? Go out and forage? Pebbles, are you even black anymore, girl? You're turning into a white runner. She was a black runner when I got her. Pebbles is a black runner just like Zoe and Chloe over here. No, Maggie, you're a white fawn runner and she only has 1 foot on the ground. I know, it's cold. You guys didn't want to go back inside? Dabbles has the triangle house they can go in to get out of the wind. And Mumbles and her ducks can go back into the stall. I tried keeping Dabbles out, but he just stands on top of the ramp yelling at everybody. So I still have to keep him separated in his pen. How you doing, Hermione? You sleeping duck? I see ya. Alright, Mumbles, if you want to come out, you can go forage, girl. I can open the gates. What are you doing? You doing alright? You just wanted to catch some sun out here? Everybody else being too loud? Just wanted some alone time. Alright, just checking in, girl. You do you, duck. Alright, ladies. If they want to come out, they can come out. Go, ladies. There you go, get that blood flowing. Mumbles. I actually think the water's frozen in the pond down here. There's no movement, so it freezes a lot easier. Plus it's down deep right now, so it's in the shade a lot of the day. Oh yeah, those ducks can go ice skating down there. That's a solid sheet of ice right now. I am planning on, if I can, get some aerators down here to keep a spot of water open. Uh-oh. Heading back in, I guess. Just having bubbles flowing in the water will keep a spot open, keep it from freezing as quickly. What are you doing, girl? Stay together, everybody. There was a red-tailed hawk out here hunting the field earlier. But we got Echo Pup out here now. But it's cold today and we're still trying to get a project done. So we're gonna be working in the top of the barn today. Pup, time to get some works done. Yeah, I'll let you out, Dabbles. I'm coming, you big bird. You gotta be nice though. Everybody's gonna be in tight quarters. You gotta behave yourself. Don't be chasing anybody. Don't be trolling on the ramp either. You birds, behave yourselves. Mumbles, he's coming, girl. He's coming. Puppy. Stay together, Hermione. Everybody's following Dabbles. Wonder if that water's frozen. Might be. Hey Jenny, Duchess, chicken. No fighting. What are you doing? What are you doing? You birds. Dabbles, what are you yelling about? Oh, he's about to get stuck in the summer run. That'll give Mumbles some space. Alright, Pop, let's get to works. So now we have Dabbles, Mumbles, and all the ducks moved into the barn. They still are in 2 separate stalls, but we only have 1 entrance. Come on, Pop. Rufio, it's windy, bud. What's going on, buddy? You staying warm? Bert, snowballs. So in the top of the barn here, we have the stall for Mumbles and her ducks, and they have the entrance and exit in theirs. But the new stall over here for Dabbles and his ducks is landlocked. They don't have an entrance and exit. They actually have to go through this divider door before they can follow Mumbles and her ducks down the ramp. Now I'm using this old door that I saved out of my grandma's house, and I didn't have a barn door track to use, so I just kind of made one. It's not working very efficiently, but it does work. I just put a piece of conduit up there with 2 eyelets, and I can actually slide this back and forth relatively easily. But I need to make it smoother because I'm planning on putting a pulley system outside that I'll be able to pull a rope or a cord and actually open this door without having to come inside the barn here. That way in the morning I can open up the door and let Mumbles and her ducks rush out down the ramp, and then I'll be able to pull the cord, opening this door, letting Dabbles and his ducks run out the ramp after him. Well, that wind is picking up. But luckily, one of my very supportive fans sent in a barn door roller set we're going to be able to hook up to this door today. And I also found this in the boneyard. This is going to be just long enough that we'll be able to use this as a tracking. This might actually be a roller track from a longer piece that was cut off. I'm going to have to drill some holes in here so I can mount this the way I need it, but this is going to work perfectly. I think it's already the right size. Right there. Right there. Perfect. That'll do. What's he yelling about out there? I need some windows in here. I gotta get those framed out. I did get the hay rack filled back up though. Pop. I got the solar kit packed away in a little box right now with a bunch of insulation, trying to keep that warm. So far it's working out. Trying to keep this shut though. It doesn't feel too bad whenever the wind stops blowing. Oh no, I'm leaking water. Is this closable yet? Oh, I'm still breaking ice, but hopefully I can get that closed. Get these valves closed. I have this heat tape wrapped around it, trying to get these to thaw out so I stop losing water. All right, now we have this one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, try and get these closed off. It's not gonna warm up, so Oh, I don't want to break anything. Not enough sun on this one. Ow. Okay. Try and save the water that I have in there right now. I don't have any electric up at the barn here that I can actually keep these thawed. I have this little heat tape hooked up to that solar kit right now. I'm just testing out. I don't know if that's what ended up thawing this out or if we just got enough sun on it today. But as you see, we got a leak going on, and that's because this Y valve ended up busting. I really should have had all these hoses unhooked and drained out and all the tanks shut off before we got that hard freeze. How you doing in here, birds? You still have liquid water? Did you get a wind freeze? Hey, Rufio, bud. You being nice, huh? Getting some feathers back? Oh, you got a hard freeze going on here, ladies. There you go. Everybody get a drink before it freezes over again. I know, it's terrible out here. The only one prepared for it's pants. But that's good. I needed to get those valves shut. But I do want to try and get something hooked up out here that's going to be coming out of that wall right where the door is, that I'll be able to pull a rope. Maybe I can get it to run over here, and I'll just be able to pull on a rope over here to open up the sliding door, and Dabbles and his ducks can come running out. That's the plan, at least. But it's too cold out here to keep the batteries at the barn, so I'm going to run down to the house and grab those. I also need to grab the rollers, and then we can try and get this done before Dabbles and his ducks come in. Huh, you early birds. You guys keep trying to come in an hour before sunset. You gotta stay outside as long as possible these days. We don't have a lot of sunlight. There you go, Mumbles. Follow the ducks down to the pond. Go ice skating for a little bit. Huh, little ducks? Go on. We'll be right back. Check out Whittaker's designs in the meantime. Alright, we got the door up with the new hardware, and it is moving a lot smoother now. I can just move it with one finger. Nice and quiet, opens real easy. Huh, pup, go check it out. But I want to open this door from the outside, so I need to find something I can attach to the door that I'll be able to pull from the outside, opening the door without having to come in here. And I have a little bit of cable left on this spool here. It might be just enough to reach from the door around the corner to the end of the barn. This was a brand new spool cable I got off my grandpap. I used most of this to strengthen up the goat fencing, and I'm hoping there's just enough here to go from the door around the corner to the end of the barn where I can get a little system up to pull the door open. And I might be able to use these natural knot holes instead of making a new hole in the barn. And I also found this little pulley here I think I can make use of, as well as some of these smaller eyelets. Now let's see what we can figure out. Yeah. Oh no, Hermione. Sorry, I didn't mean to close the door yet, Hermione. Come on, you ducks. What are you doing, Pop? What are you doing? Come on. Hold on, you're all caught up in the rope. Over. Oh, you pup, come on. Dabbles, get your ducks together. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I go cold and shut that time. Come on, Hermione. Alright, we'll get this figured out. it works, Dabbles. Now I don't have to come in and bother you as much. I do have to get the camera though, bud. Sorry. Alright, Dabbles, we're all set in here, bud. We have the divider door operational from both sides without having to go in the stall now. So we have the rope going around here. I just put an eyelet there so it has an easy ride, and then I put a couple screws there so it's not hanging down. I can just pull this rope and keep the door shut from this side. And I'll get this door shut and he'll be all closed in for the night. And Mumbles and her ducks are ready to come in. Come on in, girl. I'll get the door behind you. Huh, Pop. The ducks go in earlier than the chickens go in, but look at that sky. Gorgeous. Huh, Pop? Is that everybody? Everybody went in already. Mumbles and all the ducks. I guess I'll go ahead and close up for you guys. Get the warmth in there. And now to open the door from the outside here, we have a new cable running along here. I was actually gonna put a pulley coming out of that knot hole right there. I even put a 2x4 inside the wood burner to get a char on it so I could have it outside to mount that pulley to. But since I was able to find this cable that I had left over, there's not a lot of friction coming out of that hole and going through the eyelets. I don't even need the extra pulley, so I'm not going to use that for this project this time. I'm just going to use what I have here. So I didn't end up needing that charcoal wood or the pulley for this. I did use these cable clamps on each end so they can't get pulled back through the eyelets. I'm thinking I'll make a little loop here so it's a better handle. But you saw me test it already. I can just pull this cable and that's gonna open up the divider door for Dabbles and the ducks. So in the morning, I'm gonna let Mumbles and her ducks out, and then I can just pull this cable and hopefully Dabbles and his ducks will come running out. Pop. And that's gonna make things a little bit easier here every day. Come here, Pop, we gotta do an outro and then we gotta close the barns. But that's going to be all for this one. If you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave. And if you want to help support the channel even more, check out that join button. You can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.